The other thing I just want to say about suffering real quick, and I'll shut up here for a second, is just it says in Philippians, Paul basically makes the case that it's been granted to us, gifted to us to suffer with Christ. And that's one of those tough scriptures that you don't want to just go, oh, I don't know what that means, so throw it away. You want to like dig into it, get the good juice out of that. And how does that work? It's because we've done this a lot. I know when we've been down about one or another, what will be good to remind each other of this is that just about everything you can imagine that you suffer or that you feel bad about or down about or pissed about or whatever it is and your mood is for the moment, Jesus pretty much went through all of it. And so the Bible says that we get to have fellowship with Christ through our sufferings, right? Which is basically a gift to us. And I think, how is that a gift? You know, we have to kind of warp our brains about what gifting and what blessings are. That's a blessing because you get to experience in a small way. I'm not trying to identify ourselves as that we went through everything Christ went through, but in at least some proportionality way, when you're going through some kind of suffering, somebody maybe mistreated you or told a lie about you and people believed it, let's say. That one hurts, right? Everybody on the planet goes through that, right?
Yeah, I hate it when you do that, Phil.
But I know, and I do that for a blessing to you. No, but think about that. Like, did Jesus ever have anybody lie about who he was and what he said and all that, what his intentions were and all? Like, it's almost every situation you come through. I've never gotten to a situation where I've turned it back and said, "Oh, I'm having fellowship with Christ in this," you know. And then it's like, "Oh, cool." That's one of the coolest things you can do in those situations, I think. And I think that blesses him because then out of our heart becomes an appreciation because whatever we were going through, he went through 10,000 times worse, you know.
And you can find comfort in that. I think even with other humans too, like we do that. Like when you hear that someone else has gone through a similar situation, it's comforting to you.
It
and
is.
It kind of gives you some strength to be like, hey, they got through the same thing. I can get through it too. And I think taking that to your relationship with Jesus is awesome too, to be like, hey, he's with me in this too. He experienced this too. And you can take comfort in that.